Hello guys. Hi. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Nalongo Letitia. So in today's video, I want to tell you, just want to share with you, according to my own experience, I do note that all the information I give on this video, I'm giving it according to my view, my point of view. So it is not an overall advice, it is not an overall information. Yeah, I think that I've said it right. It's not an overall information, so it is just based on my experience. Yes, thank you so much. So I just made that clarification because I do not want to be held responsible for anything. Yes, and I do not want anybody to misunderstand me. Yes. So in today's video, I have come to tell you so much about the reasons as to why some people renew their contracts. Yeah. And number one, of course, I'm going to give the advantages or the good reasons as why they do, and the other side of the reasons why they don't. But of course, most of the times it is the opposite. Like you can just tell it is the opposite. First of all, most of the times it is the day off. Day off. Day off, most of the times it really happens in Oman and in Dubai. In Saudi Arabia, of course, I haven't had any of that news. Not in Saudi Arabia. So many people, though people here do make renew contracts. So I'm still coming into that. So most of the times people renew their contracts because of the days off, because they get time to relax, to feel good, and like to relax their mind, you know. And another thing, another reason is it's because some people are being given liberty, even if like they do not have a day off, but they can go maybe to the shop, maybe to the center, maybe they are allowed to move out of the house. I don't know in Saudi Arabia, but still in Dubai, I know it happens. With that information, I still do have it. And Oman, yeah, in Oman, I still see and know. I still know some people who also like they have that liberty, like they send them outside. They 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 they, they they can go anywhere they want so long as the work is done and everything. Like they are not holding them in one, like in a house, like they are in a cage, you know. That one, it also combines the advantages that you get in a house as a housemaid. So you happen to find yourself renewing the contract. Of course, in Saudi Arabia, no, but though there are some of those that also renew the contract. So I'm still coming on to that. Another reason of which this one happens so much in Saudi Arabia is the liberty. Yes, liberty for going outside, no, but the peace of, yeah, actually I've said it right, the peace of mind. You know, somebody's always not on your neck. Do this, do this, do this. You have done that. Like somebody's having a mouth like it is running like a motor. Some are being given ample time to sleep, you know, most of those things. And then like they have a peace of mind. Another thing is being given salary on time. Most of the times, of course, nobody came here or nobody can travel back from the way home up to here or wherever you want to go and work as a shagala, and then you're not being given your money, and then you'll be like, okay, I'll renew the contract even if they're not paying me. Who does that? Who does that? Of course, nobody. So people always renew because they are being given money on time. Others, they do because they are being promised to increase the salary. And that one is really happening so much. because they always tell you. Because I still have a friend of mine who renewed the contract. Okay, for her, she extended for just 1 year. It's because they had told her that they are going to increase her salary, and of which, when she stayed, she was getting 900. When she stayed, they paid her 1,200, and of which it was good money for her. She was like, that is more extra one full salary that anybody, or a low income earner or a medium income earner in Uganda is getting. It is an increment to my top salary. So why am I not staying behind? So she offered, or she opted to stay home, to stay and work for another year. Of course, uh, when 1 year finished, she left and she went home, and of which it was okay that way. You understand? So sometimes it is because of the increment of the salary, the peace of mind. People are not being yelling and all of that. Some people are being given gifts, and sometimes it is the way that those people are treating you when you find a good boss. Okay, by the way, they can do all of those, giving you the liberty, increasing your salary, because we still have those ones that they have been offered to increase their salary and they still refuse to stay. You know, those there are some of those ones. Now, like my friend, she stayed because they increased her salary. So there is those ones that they refuse to stay even if they are giving them more. You understand? Most of the times it still depends on your boss. Is your boss really treating you right? Is your boss being a nice person to you? You know, that one also can make you renew the contract. It is the responsibility. I don't know how to shout that out high. Oh, the responsibilities. Some of you, like, when you reach here, people in Africa, hey, no, because I'm not only talking to Africans, let me say, people back home, they start yelling. Okay, no, not really yelling. They start asking for money from you all the time. Money for school fees. You are the one paying for school fees. You're the one paying for sick people. Like, basically, you become the problem solver of the home. And then you start being like, ah, if I go back home, who is going to be helping these people? My dear, are you going to die for these people? Are you going to die for those people back home? Who told you that if eventually you die, who told you that these people's life is not going to continue? Their life will continue so very well, and you will die, they will bury you. Responsibilities at home. Another one is the the most of some people, what happens is they eat their money. Hey, through not banking them, they entrusted their money with the people. Something I refuse myself to do. I distance myself so much from that, because people eat their money and they find themselves renewing the contract. Like, when they are going back home, what is in the account? Nothing, not even a penny. And somebody has been working for years. Some are sending them the money to the husband, others are sending them to the lovers, to the sweetheart. And you find the whole money. Basically, most of the times it can even happen. That can happen when you're about to go home. Though sometimes some people discover when they are already home and they feel like dying. Some kill themselves just like that because they have found all their money gone. You understand? So some people renew their contract because they entrusted wrong people. You understand? They entrusted wrong people, so they happen to misuse the money, and then by the time they'll go back home, there is nothing. They brought one shagala here, She was coming from Bangladesh. She was coming from Bangladesh. The other woman, she had worked here in Saudi Arabia. Oh my God. I don't even know how that can happen to me. She worked here in Saudi Arabia for 7 years. This is not a story, it is a true story. 7 years the Bangladesh woman had worked here. It is because for her, she insisted it was because her boss was good, because some days she could even rest for a full month inside the house and the boss would still pay her, you know, like if because she was moving from one house to another, those housemaids, kind of something like that. She was moving from one house to another. So some months she could spend a full month without being taken by anybody, and at home there is another housemaid who is working. So she find herself seated home for a full month, and then she will still be getting paid without even being harassed. Hey, you're seated, I'll pay you. Blah, 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 blah. No, 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 no. Like, that is how good. I think that's what drove her so much to renew her contract. I mean, to keep. She is even no longer on a contract. She is no longer on a contract. She just go home and come back. Anyway, she just went just once in 7 years, once, and she stayed for 1 year, no, for 1 month, and she had to come back and work. And guess what? Her sister, mwah, she find that her sister ate all of her money that she had worked here for 7 good years. So, of course, now that she still has more other months or more other years to stay here and work, you see how people are renewing their contracts even when they don't know, like even when they would even wish not to, but they find themselves doing what? Renewing because they do not have an option. Some they renew because of the options they might be having, and some they renew because they really do not have an option. By the way, the thing of the money being eaten or being misused by family members, that thing really happens. So if really you are new here in Saudi Arabia, or if you have stayed for so long, or if you are in your country and you're planning to go and work and travel anywhere. By the way, I'm even talking about Saudi Arabia, but any country, so long as you are leaving your home country to go and work, endeavor, like it is a must. You should always have your bank account opened. Why? Those people you are sending your money to, they are not saints. They are not holy people. It is not that they will decide to have problems or not. Problems always have to come your way. What happens when a problem comes into your way and then you have money seated in your account? You're going to use it, telling yourself that, oh, I will return it, I'll return that money, and then you end up not returning that money. But it is because you did not want. Some people's money, that is how it goes. That's how some people's money is being eaten. Just like that. Somebody was like, let me use this money, I'll replace it. Before that time, your contract has ended and someone doesn't have that money back. It is not that they always eat your money like, ooh, oh, she has sent money, let's eat. No. Sometimes it is the problems. This one, let it go to the wise. If you know you are still in your home country and you do not have an account, open it before you step out. If you haven't yet, and if you did not open up an account and you're saving your money to somebody, please, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for you, because those results you're going to get it. Unless if someone is a saint and that person is, I will not say rich, because even the rich, they also have problems. The poor ones, they also have problems. It is not that those people, most of the times, yes, there are some of those who eat that money. Because I even still had a friend of mine, okay, not a friend, some guy on our village. He was there, and because he was even a builder, and he was like, hey guys, hurry up, so and so has sent the money today. In which bar are we going, and the neighbors whispered, that money he is talking about is a money for his wife or girlfriend or whatever, lover, let me just call her lover. A lover sent him the money to keep in his bank. And then instead of the guy keeping the money in the bank, he could always eat it. You understand? So that's how he ended up eating all of that money. By the time I left, the girl had not yet come back for me to see the drama. And I've even never asked. But that thing is really true. So please, if you do not avoid renewing the contracts when you don't want, because there is no money on the account. Another time I saw there is one TV show in my country, the woman in Saudi Arabia here or in Dubai, something like that. She surprised her husband or a lover back in the village, and then the girl was sending money all the time, all the time, all the time. She was sending money, 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 money. And then the guy was like, please send. And then was sending fake pictures that they have built a house. And then when they ended up, when they went to surprise the guy, because they had bought for him shoes, cake, flowers, all of those things. Like she was missing the guy so much, I think. When they went there to see where the house was, there was some old bricks there, and the guy left. He ran because he did not even have any explanation. Now what was left for that girl? Of course she had, I think, because they never followed her story back on the TV show, so that they give us the feedback on what she decided to do next. But I think she ended up renewing the contract. Why? Because she was coming home for nothing. She had worked, by the way, for 3 years, and the guy was telling her to work for another 4 years. No, to work for another year, so that she makes 4 years, so that the guy continue eating that money. If you're sending money to anybody to keep, if you are sending money for business, for doing something to invest, I don't have anything to say about that. It's okay, depending on the trustworthy that person might be having. But to keep money in that person's bank, I don't know. It still depends. But if you find it eaten, don't say I didn't warn you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you much for watching. This is Nalo Mulisha. Thank you so much for always coming back. Please subscribe.